everybody, thank you for joining me for today's technique video. And okay, so we're going to do it one more time, but this time with the ink blending, we're going to use black paper. Okay, and I have my three distress oxides, and I've already cut out I decided to do the stars, and I'm wanted to use the black because, with the distress oxides on darker paper, sometimes depending on the color you choose, it's a nice vibrant color because it stays on top. It doesn't like soak into the dark paper, so you can still see the color on top. And I figured like this would be really cool, especially if you're trying to do masculine cards, and you want to do maybe something for a little boy or something like that, and you can use even team colors, green, white, red, white, and blue if you want to do some, Memorial Day or 4th of July cards if that's your thing. You know what I mean? Like, you can really use this for any time of the year. Like, what if you have die cuts that are fish and you do the same thing, cut it out of the masking paper, and then color it and use the glimmer paste for dad for Father's Day. Like make it like a coral or koi looking fish and, make it sparkle. I think that would be really cool. So there's so many options that you can do. And I was tempted to do one more video. I'm not sure. I haven't done it yet, but my plan was to do one using craft because the oxides look even better on the craft cardstock. I think the way they came out on the black is really pretty, but I think it's going to be even better on that. So I may have to make you suffer through one more for the craft paper. I mean, why not, right? So as with the last one, same tip applies. Okay, once you get the glitter on, you're going to want to start trying to peel it off. Now, I sped this up so it looks like I'm tearing it really quick. I am not because you got to remember that glimmer paste is still wet and I don't want to, one, make a huge mess all over the cardstock with glitter everywhere, and I didn't want to mess up the shapes either because it's still wet, so it can distort the image that you're trying to do. And anywhere where there's like a little bit of a mistake or like some of the glitter paste that's in the wrong spot, you can see I'm just using that same palette knife and I'm pushing that glitter back towards where it's supposed to be. Now, after it's dried, I decided that I wanted to heat emboss right on the front of the card. So, heat embossing the words happy birthday. And you're probably going to see a lot more birthday cards. I don't know if I really mentioned why, but last year it seemed like I had nothing but thank you cards in my arsenal. And every time I needed a birthday card, I had to make a birthday card. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm like, I got tons of happy birthdays. I'm like, we need to get some made up. So that's why I think a lot of the Friday sketches that I've been doing, and on these, I put the happy birthday because, you just want to have a few where you can hand them out in case you want to send some to a friend or, you know, hand one to a friend, however you want to do it. So I put a little bit of water on my chamois cloth here, and I'm just using it to kind of clear off some of the powder. I will say I was a little heavy-handed, so some of the residue did kind of stay there, but it was just because I was doing it right to the project, and I didn't want to have white embossing powder all over the place. That's the only reason um, why I did that. But next time, I would say, just a little bit of powder will go probably a lot longer, a long way, I should say. And just have you a brush nearby that you can wipe any of the excess powder off. Now, of course, I was like, I could leave these here. These are perfectly cute little stars. But if you ever have issues with some of that glitter or even the white embossing powder going where you don't want it, this is how you fix that. You grab your white picket fence or whatever you want to use for your white splatter, and you put splatters on the card. And then everything that's a mistake looks like it's on purpose. Genius. And there you have it. And I even like sometimes with the big lops. They don't bother me because I like having an array of different sizes. And I just keep putting the cards right in the same area where the last one was, so that way, you don't have to worry about them sitting inside the ink. And with all the splattering, it leaves literally like the perfect space for your card to go. And this one, it seemed like I wasn't getting any down at the bottom, so I did hit it a little bit harder, and I like that too. So it made it a little bit different. And then the important thing is to sit them off to the side and let them dry, and you have your final card. Now, you can also, um, with your oxide inks and stuff like that, you know how you can make the galaxy backgrounds. You could do a whole galaxy background and then mask out just certain areas where you want to put the glitter stars. Do the glitter paste, and then when you're done, hit it with all the white ink so then it looks like it's all part of the galaxy and these particular stars are like glittering out. Uh-oh. Okay. But maybe we won't use the stencil or the masking. We'll get like an actual stencil. Okay, stay tuned. So here are close-ups at the end. In the more section, I will have links, all the links for scrapbooking with me. .com and my special coupon code. So if you go over there and purchase, please use the TT15 to get that extra discount. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And at the very end, I'll have previous technique videos for you to click on. Thanks again and have a great one.